Hello everyone, my name is Cora. Welcome back to my channel, Pampered Pages, and welcome to today's video. You are seeing
Future me.
I accidentally deleted my intro for this video, but not to worry. Welcome to another days in my life. Well, more like a night and then a day. I have much to share and some exciting things to show. We begin on a night that is the equivalent of my Friday evening with a festive, Christmassy downtown Tampa date night. My husband and I love spending time in the downtown Tampa and St. Pete areas, especially during the holiday season. The lights, the music, the action. I'm always there for it. Without further ado, let the merriment commence with a little montage. Take it away, past Cora. Good morning. It is the next day. I am just having myself some breakfast, my usual hash brown scramble. Words are hard at the moment. I also have an English muffin, a sourdough English muffin with some strawberry preserves, and of course, coffee. We have a very productive day ahead of us, so fuel is vital, and I will touch base once I am sufficiently satiated and caffeinated. Cheers. It's a little after 8 o'clock and I just dropped my husband off at an appointment. I've yet to consume my coffee, so I'll be doing that. But while I wait, I wanted to talk about everything, and by everything, I mean what I've been reading and watching as of late. So let's start with the books. I think my last reading update was that I had finished reading The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore, and that was a fun read. It definitely brought some cozy seasonal vibes, but prior to that, I had finished reading The Wicked King by Holly Black, which is book 2 in the Folk of the Air trilogy, and then The Maidens by Michaelides. First, let's start with The Wicked King. So good. I mentioned this over on my Instagram, but I feel like 2024 has been the year of some banger sequels, and The Wicked King is definitely on that list for me. Just like The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King had me turning those last few pages at record speed, and I can't wait to start book 3. This year I also read every single current published book by Michaelides, The Silent Patient, The Maidens, and The Fury. Comprehensively, I enjoyed the little character crossovers. I don't necessarily think you need to read these books in publication order, but it does make for some fun aha moments if you do. All 3 of these books were page turners for me. I will say I finished them all pretty quickly. But back to The Maidens, it just didn't hit for me as strongly as the other 2 did. It did for the most part, pretty much right up until the ending. There was just a part that had me feeling like, whoa, where did this come from? Overall, I was pretty invested in figuring out everything though, and I think I finished this book in about a day and a half. Flash forward to now, I recently finished Apprentice to the Villain by Nicole Maehrer, and IMO, this was another great sequel. This one had some heart-touching quotes, feet-kicking banter, reflective family dynamics, and of course, villainy. Going in, I had hoped to learn more about the world and the magic system, and I will say that I feel like I did. I still have some more questions, but thankfully there will be a book 3. I believe the current publication date is set for August 5th, 2025, and Nicole Maehrer has revealed the cover for book 3, which is very much on trend with the first 2 books. I definitely plan on continuing along with these books. My heart has just grown quite fond of Miss Evie, Sage, and Tristan. and of course Kingsley. Along with Apprentice to the Villain, I also started reading The Body Keeps Score, and this one is definitely going to be more of a long-term read for me. It's quite heavy. I have no intentions on finishing it before the year is through. But, I've also started another book, and in a recent video I mentioned that this one has the potential to become an overall yearly favorite, and that is The Story Collector by Evie. I definitely feel like I've picked this up at the perfect time. I had been feeling intuitively called towards it. One, as I've come to realize, the first chapter starts out on Christmas, and two, I was immediately entranced by the prologue. I definitely want to do a little bit more reading, just a little bit more, and then I'll share my first impressions. Now let's talk shows. I have two that I've really been wanting to talk to you guys about. The first one is Silo, and oh my goodness, Silo has every single ounce of my attention. The first season is completely out already on Apple TV. The second season is still ongoing with new episodes coming out every single Friday up until January 17th, which is the season finale. I could not be more glued. Basically, Silo is about a group of roughly 10,000 people who live underground in a giant silo on a post-apocalyptic world. The silo is very structured, with each of its residents having specific roles and responsibilities. For the most part, no one asks questions and no one goes outside. There are rules, and the rules keep everyone safe. There are also secrets. Secrets that, even being below ground, can't keep hidden from light too much longer. That's the gist. I won't say anything else because spoilers, but once we were all caught up, I finally started doing my Googling again because spoilers, and I found some pretty exciting information. Currently, from what I've read, Silo is set to be renewed up through season 4, and also, Silo is based on the Wool Trilogy / Silo series. I've seen it referred to as both by Hugh Howey. Prior to watching this show, I had no idea these books existed, or I didn't know who this author was, but I've definitely started doing my digging, pun intended. Anyway, once we were finished with every single episode that is already out for Silo, we then started watching Severance, which is also on Apple TV. Like Silo, the first season is already completely out. You can go and watch it, and season 2 is set to be released starting January 17th. Severance is about a group of office workers whose minds have been surgically altered to separate work from personal life memories. Like Silo, Severance also touches on secrets and the why as the characters begin to unravel the truth about their jobs and themselves. I'm digging both shows. Another pun intended. As I've mentioned, we are all caught up with Silo, and we recently finished season 1 of Severance, so now we wait. The timing is great though, because we'll be concluding season 2 of Silo and then immediately jumping into season 2 of Severance. I think that's everything related to reading and TV updates, and I hope all of my information regarding dates and whatnot are correct. Now, while I continue to wait, I don't know how much longer I have, but I'll be here. I'm going to finish my coffee and get some more reading done so I can share my first impressions. We just got home from most of our errands. I have one more thing I need to do today, but we did stop by Trader Joe's, so I thought I'd do a haul. I haven't done a Trader Joe's haul in quite some time, so let's speed run this. Bananas for smoothies, a couple burritos. We also picked up some soups, some salad, cans of tuna, a lime for burrito bowls. I've discovered this cheese from Trader Joe's, and it is delicious. I've been pairing it with a specific cracker, which is in this bag. So let's move on over. We picked up a few apples. Well, we actually got 2 apples, but they charged us for 3. So I was like, can I grab another apple? And they were like, go right ahead, girl. And I was like, thank you. A couple things of hash browns, some green beans for smoothies. It's dripping. Broth. Let me see if I can't tell what it's focusing on. You're moving a little. There you go. I've been making so many delicious soups, and chicken broth has been my base in pretty much everything. So I always make sure I have one on hand. Applesauce pouches, 1 apple mango, and then 1 just apple. Brown rice, frozen brown rice. I use that as my base in burrito bowls. And then the cracker that I love to pair that cheese with is the raisin rosemary crisps. Delish. That is everything from TJ's, and then afterward we ran by Publix real quick to pick up some non-food related items. But while we were there, I went ahead and grabbed 2 of the Chobani sweet creamers. My favorite used to be the white chocolate mocha, but the sweet cream has superseded and is now in place number 1. I need to put all of this away because it is melting as I speak. Then I need to do some computer work, and then I very quickly, in about an hour, need to head out. Actually, no. About an hour and a half, I will be heading out again for some pampering. This day is flying by, but it is now time to let the pampering commence. I am at the salon to get a little refresh on my hair. I'm honestly not sure what I'm going to do. I have some inspo pics. I'm conflicted on if I want to bring it back up a bit again or keep some length and let it grow out. I have no idea. I'm just gonna walk in there and let whatever happen. You guys know I need to do a little transition. So 1, 2, and 3. I love it so much. Per usual, I feel so pampered. I did go shorter, but not as short as I usually go. But I love it. I have some things coming up this spring, and I didn't know if I wanted to keep growing my hair out or chop it back up. So we went middle of the road, and I do have another appointment right before everything really starts happening this spring, just in case I want to do this again, because by the time my next appointment rolls around, my hair will be as long as it was in the before clip, if not longer. Feeling good, feeling fresh, feeling clean. I'm going to head home. It is getting close to dinner time in these next couple of hours, and I'm pretty hungry, so I will be making myself a pre-dinner snack. It is going to be a night of festivities, a little self-care, a little Christmas, a little reading. Reading update. I am a little under 50 pages in the story collector, and I feel like I'm finally at a good spot to share my first impressions. First of all, the prologue really set the stage for me. You are introduced to a man, Lord Hawley, who in the late 1800s purchases an estate as a marriage gift to his wife. On the site, there is an old hawthorn tree that is growing, and he is set on clearing the site to build. However, Lord Hawley cannot get anyone local to help him clear the land, and Osiris warns him not to touch the hawthorn tree, saying that the good people would have their revenge on anyone who tampered with their dwelling place. Lord Hawley is unable to find anyone local to help him clear the tree, and so he employs workers from his homeland to do so. Thus, building finally commences, and for the first few years, everything seems fine until it's not. Flash forward to New York in 2010, and we meet Sarah. Sarah is in the process of leaving her husband, Jack. It's Christmas Day, and she is ready to board a flight to return to Boston to stay with her sister. However, Sarah never makes it to Boston. In fact, she finds herself in Ireland. Sarah's impromptu destination leads her to find a very special item, a diary owned by a woman named Anna, whose story coincidentally also starts on Christmas, but in 1910. It's only the beginning, but I feel like the crossovers and the parallelism is already starting, and I can't wait to see how Anna and Sarah's stories unfold. I fear there will be tears. My camera just stopped recording. I ran out of space, but we should be back in action. I am definitely at a good stopping point, I feel, but I can't wait to drift off to sleep in this story tonight. Right now, I need to finish my Christmas cards. I was very proactive this year in getting them made, getting them ordered, picking them up, but addressing them and sending them out has been another story. That is what I am going to do now. My little guy is snoozing. I don't think you can hear him, but he is having a little snore fest at the moment. Love that for him. After Christmas cards, I think I want to go on a little neighborhood Christmas light stroll. It is exactly 10:01 p.m. and I'm officially calling it a night. I am, however, going to jump back into the story collector in the next couple of minutes, but I am going to end today's video right here. Thank you guys so much for watching and for coming along with me these last 36-ish hours. I hope each of you have a beautiful day, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you soonish. Bye!